We are back at Home Depot for the Christmas deals, right? So we want to see what's on sale. In cap deals here, 34 bucks on the Packout, the kind of thicker size right here, but the half slats. I do really like these ones. It's good for nuts and bolts. That's what I find with this. Sometimes I would recommend though getting the skinnier one if you're not using a lot of the same fasteners and you just want it for organization. It's kind of nice to have the slimmer ones. But we do have these little knives. I would skip these and I would go for the one with the screwdriver in it. This is a good stocking stuffer deal, I guess, if you want that, but there is a better version of this with a screwdriver, a bottle opener. It has a flathead, it has a Phillips, and it has a bottle opener. As far as the bits go, I always recommend picking up one of these bit sets. 24 bucks, that's not bad. I think maybe I've seen it for $20 before, but whatever. We got the normal little bit set right here. This thing's looking pretty good. Batteries, you can always get a deal on the batteries around Christmas and Thanksgiving time. But what you'll see is two XC 3.0s for $99. The Hex impact driver, I really like the version of this that's the hydraulic version. It's a bit quieter. And then you have the 1/2-inch hammer drill. As far as this one goes, I would recommend, if you have an M18 setup already, skip the 1/2-inch M12 stuff right here and just go with the big boy as far as the drill goes. I don't find myself using a drill too often, but when I do, I want the extra beans. This reciprocating saw, the little hacksaw, this thing's pretty decent for an M12. Lightweight, gets in there nice and tight, has good ergonomics. That's $159. It looks like it comes with a battery too, so that's pretty nice. The oscillating tool, multi-tool, this thing is amazing. If you don't have one of these, I would highly recommend picking one of these up. $179, that's pretty decent. Now this one is really neat. This is has great ergonomics for installing and finishing out stuff. Also, you have all these little angles, so you can attach these in different sorts of ways and get into those tight spaces, which is great. This one is one that I absolutely love. $200 with a battery, that's pretty damn good. This is the new fuel version here too. This is the high speed one. Now, one thing you do sacrifice for the high speed is the torque. Now, not to say that this is an impact wrench or anything like that, but this doesn't have the breakaway torque that you might have with the older fuel version. I think the older fuel version had 55 foot-pounds, where this one only has 35 foot-pounds. So you sacrifice that though for speed. You can still use this as a regular ratchet, break it loose, hit the button, and it's super quick. So as far as these options go right here, I'd buy that one. I'd buy this one, and I would buy that one. Those are the big ticket items in my opinion. Let's see what else we got down the line. Again, 24 bucks for these bit sets. If you're getting someone a Sawzall or you just want to get someone a $25 gift, Sawzall blades, always great. They got the Axe, which is a great demo blade, the Wrecker in there as well. The normal torch blades, which works excellent on just regular carbon steel type stuff. Now this is a little bit more expensive right here. This is 50 bucks, but an oscillating tool kit. And honestly, that is a great deal because if you buy these titanium bits individually, they become pretty dang pricey. You can get the whole kit right here with the jigsaw and the multi-tool. Now these are both the older versions for $149 with 2 batteries. That is a pretty killer deal right there, I think. Here's that M12 hacksaw. That thing's pretty sweet. You got the new little 18 gauge brad nailer, $299. That seems like about the same price it was around Thanksgiving. But yeah, you could pick this bad boy up, and if you're doing finished carpentry type stuff, that thing could be pretty nice for you. This one I would totally skip. $129 for this vacuum. It is not the Packout version. This is the older version. Skip that. If you want one in this setup, get the Packout version. Filters, hey, not sure if they're on sale. It does say you're getting a $40 value for 24 bucks. If you need some filters and you already have the vacuum, why not? Here's the deal that I'm talking about. 99 bucks for this. This is probably one of my favorite socket sets right here. The anti-roll flat sides. You can use a wrench on these. It is amazing. I love this setup, and it's just super well organized. Also, it has this little removable case that you can throw this whole organized thing into your toolbox, pop it out, and then when you're on the go and you need to take it somewhere, you can just put it back in this. They also make a Packout version of this that I have as well, and it is very handy to have also. But if you don't have any socket setups that are nice and quick to go, grab that bad boy. You got your normal stuff down here, which doesn't look like it's on sale at all. I would never buy an M18 red lithium 12 amp battery without getting a tool with it, because that's $249. You could probably find a tool for $300 to $400 that comes with that battery. And now as far as these deals go over here, pretty much as far as Milwaukee stuff goes, I love to buy the fuel version. When you don't buy the fuel version, you're basically buying the older version of the tool. Now, if you don't care, you're not using these tools all the time, then these are plenty good for you. These are great for the homeowner, but I would skip them if you are a professional. Now this one up here, this is good. If you work on cars, like I said, it is not the fuel version, but it is $200. It gets you into the M12 setup and an M18 setup with a charger, so you're already working on your system there. That thing has a lot of torque for breakaway. That is a high torque wrench right there. I think that thing does around 1,200 foot-pounds of breakaway. Maybe it's 1,000. I forget, because that's the non-fuel version. A little ratchet right there if you do not have one. I mean, and you're in the $200 market, it's good to get you started. These little kits up here, these are looking pretty decent. The $349 one, just for a contractor, you know, that can get you into a system. If you're like an apprentice or something like that, that would be good to go. But the free tool options right here, this is what I would go with, right? So if you purchase one of these items up here, which for example, I would probably just go with a $200 version right here, and then I would get one free tool. So for 200 bucks, I could get the M12 or the M18 blower. This is an amazing blower, highly recommended. I would pick that bad boy up. The Surge hydraulic driver right here, that is another amazing tool. This guy's great, this guy's great. I have this one, I got this one. All these are really good. This you probably don't need unless you're doing drywall. This one you probably don't need unless you're doing a lot of woodworking. M18 multi-tool is awesome, and this one's great if you're doing a lot of sanding. So as far as these tools go, I'm going this guy first, this guy second, this guy third, this guy fourth, right here, fifth, and then I'm skipping all the rest. Now, if you do purchase these items, there is a little hack here. If you grab the $200 special, guess what? Each one of these tools is valued at a certain price. So the most expensive tool on here actually makes those batteries less. And what do I mean by that? If you return those and you look on the receipt, you'll see that each item has a value. So if you only want to return the battery and the whole kit right here, you can actually save money on the actual item itself and just keep the item. Basically, if you already have those setups. Now, it's not free. You're not doing anything like that. You're not scamming them like that. It literally has a value and it shows you what it's worth. So you actually can get these items for less money than this if you do that. You do have to purchase them first, and then you can look on the receipt and kind of see what the value of each tool is. You can do this usually on the website as well, so that's just a little hack for you guys. This one, highly recommended, pick it up, but it is $200. M12 ratchet, fuel ratchet, definitely like that. That thing's awesome. Like I said, this blower, I absolutely love. I have 4 blowers at home. That one's my favorite. So, on to the Packout stuff. All right, guys. Now, with the normal Packout kit, you do kind of have to start with the base. Now, a lot of people end up going with this base, and they enjoy it, and they like it. They'll put their tools down here and whatever, and you have to take everything off. I am not the hugest fan of this particular setup. I really love the dolly. I know other people say they do not like the dolly, but I like the dolly because it starts, boom, here. Now you start adding your individual Packout pieces to it, and you have so much more room for activities. This does not fit in a car easily. In a truck, sure, you're gonna fit in it perfectly fine. But the handles are non-removable. And I mean that in an easy manner, right? They actually are removable if you take the screw out of here, and you slide it out. But now you need tools to do that. So that can kind of be a little bit of a bummer. There are people that make like quick disconnect pins, boom, boom, to where now you can throw this into the back of a car. I'm just saying, in a trunk, this handle kind of screws you up. So you'd have to throw it in your back seat or something like that, which kind of takes away from that aspect if you're driving a smaller car. Now, if you have a truck, like I said, it's perfectly fine. But I just don't find myself using this, and then I just stack everything, and when I need it in here, it's a pain in the butt. I like doing the drawers. You do the drawers on the bottom, first, second set, now you got all your tools there, and then you can put your option packs on the top, which is amazing. I love these. You can get Kaizen foam, cut them out, especially mold them to your tools. Then you know where everything's at. So yeah, as far as Packout stuff goes, that is cool. Here's a new one. It's pretty sweet. Now this one could be interesting. This is nice, all right? Look at this thing. It is a beast. Oh, it's tied together because people steal shit all the time. People steal stuff all the time. So unfortunately, it's kind of roped up, but look at this. Now this one has room for activities, okay? This seems like an ideal setup, honestly. That one, I know, it's I don't know. You could put everything you want in here and then build your pack out off of the top, which is cool. Okay, so you hit a little button there. Boom, start building your pack out, double. Now the setup is weird. Okay, so you can do it one way and the other. No, these both go the same direction. So that will be a little bit funny. Let me stack some stuff on here because I want to see how this grid layout works. Okay, so what I find cool about this is that the handle's integrated. You know, the whole system's right there, and you're gonna tilt it back, so it is gonna have a bit of heft to it, but it's pretty cool. So let's check out the Packout system here. See what way this goes on. It looks like it's going on this direction, so you pop it like that. Okay, so if you had drawers, technically you would have to have the drawers here or nothing here, right? Because the drawers would not work. If you had this set up here, as you can see, you could put your Packout drawers there and you could keep building. So it's kind of interesting. I would have almost thought that they would 180 this basically to where, I mean, it is nice that you can get in the middle here and you can undo it. But I just would have thought that you could click it on in this direction and start pulling stuff off. That makes more sense to me with the Packout stuff, with the drawers and everything. However, I do understand when you're tilting it back, your drawers will pop open. They do lock, but if you forgot to lock them, you could throw everything out. So I guess it kind of makes sense in that aspect, but just something to be aware of on this setup. If you're trying to do that, you know, it might not work for you, or you just got to put your drawers 1, 2. But like I said, it would be cool to have them there and there. But even at that, you're going to pop it open. So, all right. So I can kind of see where this wouldn't work the best with drawers. But it is cool that you can do this while stuff's attached. So if you're not going crazy high and you have bigger tools, like let's just say a bunch of sawzalls, maybe you have a bunch of circular saws, electric band saws take up quite a bit of space. Electric bandsaw is going to fit in there pretty easily. And this thing does lock pretty decently. You know, this is probably the best looking lock I've seen on here. This can obviously be cut with any sort of pliers or anything like that, but it is lined with a little piece of a washer. You know, so are these ones, but yeah. Anyways, hopefully that gives you an overview of what's going on at Home Depot this holiday season for freaking Christmas. Hope you guys have a better idea here, and hopefully this video helps you out. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have not subscribed, please do so if you like my videos. Also, I got new t-shirts out. Check down there in the description. We actually have some new Birdie 30 ones, some Rad E30 and E36 BMW stuff. So yeah, I'm a car channel, but I do tool reviews and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Later, and rinse on.